Hey everyone, stick with us versus herd. If it's your first time here, like the content, hit subscribe. If you want to get notifications from when we post videos, tap the bell. If you want to subscribe to our options trading live channel, link is below in the description. I go live Monday through Friday, 30 minutes before market open. And if you want to join the UVH fam, our community, link is below in the description to our Discord and our options trading group on Facebook. If you made money today, comment below, got paid. Let me know how you did. If you lost money today, comment below, learned a lesson. And if you could do me a big favor, hit the like button for the YouTube algo. Now, getting into today, I didn't do a whole lot of trading today. I was pretty much gone all day. Thinkorswim was basically offline the entire day. It somehow pulled a Robinhood. It was Tastyworks was up, Robinhood was up, Webull was up, everyone else was up. Thinkorswim, TD Ameritrade, hard down. So I did, before we get into what I'm looking at tomorrow, I did get into a couple trades. I made about $248 realized profit today. Nvidia, I made $166. Zoom, I made $82 because I traded some spreads in there. I thought initially, so I was playing the run up into earnings. I didn't think Nvidia was going to go up that high. I mean, even today, like take a look, Nvidia has earnings on a Wednesday. Nvidia had a couple upgrades. I thought I sold right in here around, it was like 480, 484 area. I sold right in here because I'm like, how much more is it going to go up? It closed. I bought on Friday when it was like 460, gapped up to 482, and unfortunately I should have bought some naked calls, but I went smart, or I don't know if it was smart, but I went safe and I bought a debit spread on that. Let me just pull this up here. Nvidia. Show you what we got. So yeah, I bought it for $375, sold it for $541. Only bought one, unfortunately, but it is what it is. I mean, I made 48% on it, and then Zoom. Same with Zoom. Zoom was out of control. I had another debit spread on Zoom. I had the 260, 265 call spread, and Zoom went. Kind of crazy. I had two of these, bought them for $1.42, sold them for $1.83. Got two of them. It was a small trade. Zoom has really been struggling. But Zoom, take a look at Zoom. I mean, this I bought last week, and it pumped up to 267 from the 245 area. I mean, just crazy right out the gate. Just skyrockets. I mean, this is the 5-minute chart too, so even more impressive today. I mean, this was just crazy, some crazy price action. However, on Zoom, I mean, he's trying to come back up to here, so we'll see. I'm not going to make another trade on Zoom, kind of see where it goes from here. I mean, that was super aggressive. I mean, we had some massive selling a couple weeks ago, and then last week we were trying to get back up here. We made some money, and then today I made a little bit more money. So, I didn't take on many new positions today. I did have a Apple trade I put on. I sold the credit put spread in Apple, got a 250 credit for today. Or let's see here. Yeah, 250 credit, got two of them. I was selling for September 4th. I'm short the 460 call, long the 455 call. And mainly what I'm looking at here right now is break even. I'm looking at just a little bit of a run up on Apple into the split. I definitely am not holding it through the split, but we hit all-time highs today. I do think that it could squeeze a little bit more. Probably hitting 470, 480 before the pre-market split. Obviously, this is my opinion, not investment advice. But I do think, we hit all-time highs again on Apple today, and then it gapped up, took a crap, and then we were just chilling right here at 458. So I put that trade on. What time? Is at 12:18. So at 12:18, we were having some nice consolidation in here. It tried to rip above 460 again, and then sold off into the close. So really range bound. If you take a look at SPY here, SPY has really been interesting as well. I mean, we had some really tight consolidation today. We gapped up from the lows on Friday, and then really tight range today from 33.75 to 33.38. I mean, 50 cent back and forth. Super boring. So I think today was a good day not to be super active on SPY if that's something that you normally trade. But I mean, I think that this is consolidation for another leg up. Possibly, we'll see what happens. We have some things going on this week. Before I get into that, though, I do also have a Netflix trade that I put on last week. Netflix didn't really go anywhere today. I do have a debit spread on Netflix. I have 3 of the 500 calls, and I'm short 3 of the 505s. So that's down a little bit, down 9% on that trade right now, but it's still in the works. We have some time on that, so we'll see what happens with Netflix. What I like about Netflix, if you look at the daily chart here, I mean, it hit a low of 466 last week and slowly making higher lows on the daily. We had on Friday, I bought in because I thought it was some really nice consolidation. We had an explosive day up on the NASDAQ. However, Netflix just couldn't push any higher. It went, it hit 486, came back down to 480, just kind of was a dead trade, but that doesn't mean it can't happen. I mean, all the action today was in Tesla, but before and home. I mean, things were crazy today, but I didn't do any day trades. I wish I did. But real quick, Fed meeting minutes are going to be released at 2 p.m. Eastern time on a Wednesday, so just be mindful of that. Could impact the markets. Not sure, I don't know what it's going to do yet. We'll see what happens. Just be mindful. 2 p.m. Wednesday, Fed minutes are going to be released. Also, tomorrow starts off the kickoff for retail earnings. We are going to have tomorrow morning Walmart, Home Depot, Kohl's. I didn't trade any of these earnings. I normally trade earnings, but the premium was so low, it wasn't even worth it to sell some premium in here. I mean, it was maybe someone makes some money on some debit calls, debit spreads, or just buying naked calls and puts. But for me, trying to make some money on some premium, it was just so low. It really wasn't worth the risk on Walmart, Home Depot, Kohl's. I mean, these things could definitely go crazy, but I will be watching to see kind of what happens to these reports tomorrow on the live stream. We'll see what happens. Walmart hit a high today, 136 gapped up and just kind of steadily going up, and then Home Depot today as well. I mean, Home Depot, check this out. I mean, incredible. Home Depot pushing up to 290, hit 289 here, and close at 288. So we'll see. I'll trade after earnings. We'll see what happens. Implied volatility on this was only 47%. I just didn't feel like it was really worth the capital to allocate to this, and being up so high, I wasn't sure. Is it going to crater? I know foot traffic is up on Home Depot, but I mean, a lot of things could happen if you guys ever trade earnings before. Anything is possible. This could skyrocket. It could stay the same. It can go down. Who knows? So it wasn't. I couldn't find an edge. So if I can't find an edge, I'm not going to trade it. And I'm not trading it. So I didn't trade Walmart, Home Depot, Kohl's. Probably not going to trade Target or Lowe's either. Nvidia is definitely interesting to me for this week. I will be looking into it. I mean, it did hit 496. Had some analyst upgrades pre-earnings, which is always interesting. Really broke out here. We had some red days, but just came down to the 10, pumped back up, and now we just lift off. Same with Tesla. Tesla had upgrades today too. This is outrageous, but so was Apple at the time. But this hit all-time highs as well, 1845. I mean, I kind of stayed out of Tesla because I was down on Tesla last week, and then we had the market split news, and everything reversed, made some money, had a complete reversal. And so I'm like, okay, I don't need that kind of stress right now because I needed to combat that loss, but thankfully we came out of that green. Last week was a green week. This week I was trying to trade safe, so that's why I only had a couple trades on. I was gone from my desk. thinkorswim wasn't working. So when those type of things happen, just take it easy. You don't have to force anything. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to make things happen. Just take a break. I mean, it's not a big deal. The market's going to be open tomorrow. There's always more opportunities. Just because you missed some things. I mean, I was able to profit off Nvidia Zoom, even though it was small. We're still building the account. We're still going upwards. We're not going backwards, and that's what we're looking for. So if you watch this video to the end, comment watch to the end. And as always, stay safe, stay green. It's us versus herd.